The radical transparency of Julian Assange. Julian Assange, an Australian computer programmer and activist, is best known as the founder of WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks, launched in 2006, is an international non-profit organisation that publishes news leaks and classified media provided by anonymous sources. Assange's vision for WikiLeaks was to create a platform for radical transparency, holding governments and powerful institutions accountable. Assange first gained international attention in 2010 when WikiLeaks published a series of leaks provided by Chelsea Manning, a former US Army intelligence analyst. These leaks included the collateral murder video showing a US helicopter attack in Baghdad that killed civilians, including 2 Reuters journalists. The leaks also included hundreds of thousands of diplomatic cables revealing sensitive information about US foreign policy. The WikiLeaks publications sparked debates about government secrecy, press freedom, and the ethics of whistleblowing. Assange became a controversial figure, hailed as a hero by some and condemned by others for jeopardizing national security. Espionage charges and a controversial plea. Following the 2010 leaks, the US government launched a criminal investigation into Assange and WikiLeaks. In 2019, Assange was arrested by British authorities at the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where he had been granted asylum 7 years earlier. He was charged under the Espionage Act for his role in obtaining and publishing classified information. The charges against Assange were unprecedented, representing the first time the Espionage Act had been used to prosecute a publisher. The case raised serious concerns about press freedom, potentially criminalizing activities central to investigative journalism. Recent reports suggest that Julian Assange has pleaded guilty to a lesser charge in a US court. This unexpected move has fueled speculation about the motivations behind the plea and its potential implications for the broader case. Deciphering Assange's guilty plea. Assange's reported guilty plea has prompted widespread analysis and debate. One possibility is that the plea agreement offers a way to avoid more serious charges and a longer prison sentence. Another theory is that Assange, after years of legal battles and confinement, might be seeking a resolution that could lead to his eventual release. The plea could be a strategic maneuver aimed at securing a reduced sentence and an earlier opportunity for parole. However, the details of the plea deal remain shrouded in secrecy. Without access to the specific charges and terms of the agreement, it is difficult to assess his motivations. The decision likely reflects a calculated risk, weighing the potential consequences of continued legal battles against the possibility of a shorter sentence. Journalism at a crossroads. The Assange precedent. The Assange case has far-reaching implications for journalism and freedom of speech. His prosecution under the Espionage Act sets a dangerous precedent that could chill investigative reporting and whistleblowing. Journalists rely on confidential sources to expose wrongdoing and hold the powerful accountable. If journalists can be prosecuted for publishing classified information, it could make it much more difficult for them to do their jobs effectively. Sources may be less likely to come forward with information if they fear legal repercussions. The Assange case has already had a chilling effect on press freedom, as journalists and publishers become more cautious about publishing sensitive information. The outcome of this case will have a lasting impact on the relationship between the government and the press. A polarizing figure. Assange's supporters and detractors. Throughout his career, Julian Assange has been a polarizing figure, eliciting strong opinions from both supporters and detractors. His supporters view him as a champion of transparency and a fearless advocate for holding the powerful accountable. They argue that his actions have exposed war crimes, human rights abuses, and government corruption. Conversely, Assange's detractors argue that his actions have recklessly endangered national security and put lives at risk. Critics also raise concerns about Assange's methods, arguing that he has shown a disregard for the privacy of individuals caught up in his leaks. The future of whistleblowing in a post-Assange world. The guilty plea of Julian Assange, if confirmed, marks a watershed moment in the ongoing debate surrounding whistleblowing and government secrecy. The aftermath of this plea is likely to have a profound impact on how whistleblowers are treated and how media organizations approach sensitive information. One potential consequence is a chilling effect on future whistleblowers. The prosecution and subsequent plea deal might dissuade individuals with knowledge of wrongdoing from coming forward, fearing similar legal repercussions. This could hinder the exposure of corruption, abuse of power, and other misconduct that thrives in secrecy. Furthermore, the case could embolden governments to further restrict access to information and increase surveillance of journalists and potential sources. The Assange case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of protecting whistleblowers and safeguarding press freedom in the digital age.